Hey, it's Matt. Welcome back to another tool haul video. Today I have a thrift haul. I have 27 bucks into this. I have a Snap-on item off camera here because it's too big to fit in here. So let's dig into this, see what we got. I have about 6 bucks into this case and everything that's in it. I think I got 3 bucks into these pliers and 2 bucks into that Stanley, and then the rest of this was all like a buck or 50 cents or somewhere around there. So let's take a look at this and see what we have inside of here. Old SK Wayne case in the blue, kind of blue hammered paint on there. We have some Action sockets in here, an Action 7/16. I think this is the only Taiwan one in there. Yeah, Pro Mark. And then I think this is a Thorson, and then another Action 11/16. And then this is a Thorson, and then two SKs. We have a 13/16 and a 7/8. Not in too bad a shape. A little bit of surface rust on the inside of there. You have this cool old True Fit Electrolyte 1/2-inch combo, and then an Indestro 3/8 7/16 and a Craftsman 3/8 7/16 that's pretty roached on the one side. Single line B with the barn A on there. So I don't know if it's worth 6 bucks, but I was there. It was in my hand. I grabbed it. Got these pliers over here, and these are called Grozer pliers. I think these are for stained glass. I don't know too much about stained glass work. I don't know what they call them, glazers or whatever, but Fan Out is the brand, Japan, and I guess these things are pretty pricey. They are used, but I think a quick brush in there and they'd be fine. The teeth all look like they're good, so I'll probably stick those on the Evil Bay, see what I can get for those. Let's get into these wrenches here. We have a Challenger. I probably should have left this one there because it's pretty dingy. 7/8 3/4, you know, not in the greatest shape, but whatever. It was in my hand, so it came home with me. You know the deal. 3/4 5/8 Williams in pretty good shape. Open end, a little bit of rolling on this end here, but not too bad. This wrench is pretty nice. Got ourselves an SK. Barely used, if used at all. 9/16. A little bit of surface rust, but not a bad wrench. Not bad at all. Got a Craftsman 3/8 in the E variety. Don't get too many of these. Should have looked at it a little closer, but you know how it is. You get there and you're just in the zone and you just start grabbing, and well, that one's melted there. Again, one of those Arkin deals. Must have left it on the battery or was welding around it. Who knows? Wish this one was in a little better shape. It's a 3/8 5/16 Hinsdale, if you can make it out there. Very hard to read, really smooth right there, but I figured I'd snag it up and add it to my smaller ignition wrench style wrenches there. But this one made it a little more worthwhile. 5/16 1/4-inch SK in practically brand new shape here. Looks like it's just got a little bit of surface rust on it. Doesn't look like it's ever been used, so definitely had to snag up on that. Sockets, a couple of spark plug sockets, a Velcheck. I already have one of those in my collection, and probably already have a 5/8 V Craftsman. Probably had 10 of those things. Came across this Indestro Super Deep 3018. I don't really have any 1/2-inch drive deep Indestro sockets. They're hard to come by. 12-pointer, pretty rough, but I had to snag it since it's the first one I seen in the wild there. 9/16 Master Mechanic USA 6-pointer. And then just a Thorson 9/16 12-pointer 3/8 drive. We have some screwdrivers back over here, and this one I thought was kind of interesting. It's a Barn A Craftsman with a square shank, and just says G on there. It's not a circle or anything, just G. So an old school G, and it's not in the greatest shape. It's got some melting going on there. Handle's not great. Tip isn't the best, but it's not the worst, so whatever. I figure I'd snag that up because I don't have an example of it. Got the Adam Savage style Stanley 65-201 number 1 Phillips. Not in too bad a shape. There's some gunk down in there. It looks a little worse than it is, but I'll clean that up and probably stick that on the Evil Bay. Master Mechanic 644. We'll add this to my Master Mechanic collection. That's a nice screwdriver there. A little bit of overspray on the handle, but should be able to get that off of there. Not too bad. A couple of stubbies here. This cool little Duro. Get off of there. 4720, I believe it says in there, USA. Pretty rough. I'll try to clean it up, but not too worried about it. It's just going to go in my stubby collection. I got to make a little kind of display thing for all my stubbies. It's getting a little out of hand here. Great Neck G22. Again, a little dingy, but should be able to clean this one up and make it presentable. Little pocket Stanley 3010. Still has the clip on it. Tip is a little rusty, but again, looks like it's just some surface rust. Should clean up really nice. I think I have like 3 of those already, but figure I'd snag another one up. Eklund. Little fold and Unikey hex little set. None of them are twisted. They're all in there. They're all good. So I figured I'd snag that up on one of the smaller size ones, a .050 to 5/32. So I didn't have one of those, so I snagged that up. On a Stanley 99E. It's really heavy. I knew there were some blades in it. I actually used that, picked up that Master Mechanic one not knowing what it was, and opened this up, and there's a bunch of brand new blades in there. So I figured it was worth it to take that home. And then a sliding T-bevel. This is a Master Mechanic. What was that? I0229 or 10229, probably 10, I don't know. It looks like it's a little, you know, taller than the rest of the numbers on there, so I don't know. Figure I'd snag that up. It wasn't in too bad a shape. But, alright, what else we got here? Oh, I have that Snap-on thing off camera here. Let's bring you in on that. And this probably made it all worth 27 bucks. Look at that thing. Weird Snap-on plastic. It's got this tray in the bottom, you know, kind of tackle boxish tray down in there. I forget how much I paid for this. I want to say this was marked at like 5 bucks. It says flambeau down in there, and if you are a fisherman, you know that flambeau is similar to Plano. They make tackle boxes and plastic stuff like this. So I would assume that this is made by Flambeau if it's suggesting that a Flambeau, you know, little accessory can go in there. But it's really hard to find information on this that's, you know, on a USA website. They're all Africa or China, so I don't know quite what to make of this thing, but I'll stick it on eBay maybe for 20 bucks or something and see what I can get for it. It's a little dingy, has some paint on it. I don't know, I'll clean it up a little bit. I'm not going to spend too much time on it, but I only paid 5 bucks for it. I get 20 for it. We're good to go. So what do you think? 27 for all of this? I think I did all right with that Snap-on thing and these Grozer pliers. I think I should be able to get 15 bucks for those. I think they go for about 40 bucks or so, brand new. So we'll see. I don't know how many people are doing stained glass these days, but you know, it's a hobby that people get into. I cannot be around glass. I'm just accident prone, so we'll get rid of those. It's just so I don't get tempted. So what do you think? 27 bucks. I think I did all right. What was your favorite tool? I don't know. I like them all. Guess that's why I do this. Like, subscribe. Stay tuned next week for the next one. Have a good one.